Hola chicos! This is our podcast for nouns in Spanish. I want to remind you that you have to take notes on this in your flip chart. We are on the very first tab for chapter PE. So you want to title your notes nouns because that's the topic we're talking about. And this is a really quick subject. It's really easy. First thing you need to know, in English, if you don't already know, a noun is a person, place, thing, or an idea. And in Spanish, a noun is accompanied by the. For example, you can say the teacher, the student, or the book. In Spanish, a noun is going to function the exact same way. They're all going to be accompanied by the. But the difference is, in Spanish, a noun is given a gender. We've talked about this a little bit. It's mostly arbitrary, but some nouns are going to be masculine and some are going to be feminine. For masculine words, it's going to usually be a word that ends in O. For example, el libro, the book, or el I think we're gonna keep the current color scheme, everybody. Alright, so let's go back. You have el bolígrafo, which means the pen. So again, you need to learn here that if it ends in an O, right here, that means it's a masculine noun. And then el is the word the in Spanish for a masculine word, el. Likewise, we have feminine words in Spanish. They're going to almost always end in an A. For example, la carpeta or la hoja de papel. So again, you need to look for words that end in A, like carpeta. And then la is the Spanish word the that matches a feminine noun. Okay, so I hope you guys see the difference there. We have el libro, a masculine noun, versus la carpeta, a feminine noun. The one thing we need to know about Spanish is that there's always an exception to the rule. So now that we've learned we have masculine ending in O or feminine ending in A, you need to know that there are sometimes some exceptions. For example, if a word, oh, that's not the one I want. Look at me go, having a rough day. A word that ends in an E or a consonant, you kind of just have to memorize because they can go either way, masculine or feminine. So let's look at the word la noche. It ends in an E, and it could go either way, but la noche you just have to memorize being a feminine word, la noche. There's also the word estudiante, which means student, and I can use that to describe a male student by saying el estudiante, or a female student by saying la estudiante. So those are words that end in E, a couple of examples. But now we have the words that end in a consonant, like el profesor, el lápiz, or la conversación. So R, Z, and N are all consonants. They're not vowels. And those words you just need to memorize as being the right gender. Tomorrow in class, when you come back, we're going to do some more activities practicing with nouns, and then you'll have a quiz coming up shortly. So other than memorizing your new words, and if they're el or la, what I want you to do is in your in-class activities section, I want you to write today's date as well as one sentence that proves to me you watch the podcast. It either needs to be a question you have left over about nouns, or it can be a sentence that summarizes what we've just talked about with the gender of nouns. Oh yeah, homework time, yeah! Don't forget to 1, write down your notes in your flip chart, and 2, complete this assignment in your notebook.